Budget phones are not supposed to game well, but TCL says this one can. A 90Hz display, Helio G92 chip, and their iComfort NxtPaper tech. It sounds promising, right? But does it actually hold up when you throw PUBG, COD, and even Genshin at it? I tested it for hours, and here's the real story. No long spec sheet here. This is what gamers care about. A 6.8-inch 1080p display running at 90Hz, the Helio G92 processor with a Mali G52 GPU, and 8GB of RAM. That is a setup aimed at casual gaming, but numbers mean nothing without real gameplay. So, let's talk actual performance. In PUBG Mobile, I started with smooth plus high settings. The result? A steady 40 to 45 FPS. It holds up fine for about 30 to 35 minutes before you feel the frame rate dip slightly. Crank up the graphics to balance, and you are looking at around 30 FPS, but honestly, it still feels playable. Switching to Call of Duty Mobile, medium graphics plus high frame rate was the sweet spot. Around 45 to 50 FPS, decent stability, and surprisingly responsive controls. Even after 40 minutes, the touch response stayed sharp, which is critical for competitive matches. And then came Genshin Impact, the game that melts budget phones. On low settings, I got 25 to 28 FPS, but after 20 to 25 minutes, heat builds up and performance throttling kicks in. You can play it, but this is not the device for long Genshin sessions. It simply cannot sustain it. Now let's talk heating. After an hour of PUBG or COD, it gets mildly warm, still find a hold. But Genshin? You will feel noticeable heat after just 20 to 30 minutes, and performance drops with it. This is a short session gamer, not a marathon machine. That 90Hz NxtPaper display is an interesting trade-off. It feels smoother than a standard 60Hz panel, and your eyes will thank you during long use. But the colors are muted compared to a typical LCD. You lose some vibrancy. Touch response? Surprisingly good. No ghost touches, no frustrating input lag. With an 8GB RAM plus 5200 mAh battery combo, expect 5 to 6 hours of light gaming like PUBG or COD. Heavier games like Genshin will drain it faster, closer to 3 to 4 hours. So yes, you will need a top-up if you are planning long gaming sessions. So, is this a gaming phone? Not really, but for casual gamers who want a smoother display and solid performance in titles like PUBG or COD, it is surprisingly good for its price. Skip it if you want long, high-performance sessions or vibrant visuals. You will be disappointed. At this price, it is a solid budget option for casual gaming, but know its limits before you buy. TCL played it safe here. Decent performance, great eye comfort, but no magic tricks. If your priority is gaming above all else, look elsewhere. But if you want a budget-friendly phone that does a bit of everything, this one deserves a look.